What's up, Jet fans? Dante Moore has officially announced that he is staying in college and therefore he will not be a Jet. This is breaking news, big news. I mean, everyone kind of already knew what the draft order was going to be. Fernando Mendoza to the Raiders. That's just becoming more and more solidified as he's dominating the college football playoffs. And then it was going to be Dante Moore, number 2 to the Jets. And now he is not coming out. There's really not another top quarterback in this draft other than Fernando Mendoza. Um, and it means a lot. It means a lot that Dante Moore is not coming out, especially for the Jets. I'm kind of actually happy about this. No disrespect to Dante Moore. From what I heard, he was only going to be the number 2 overall quarterback because was a weak quarterback draft class. He wasn't ready. He was a project quarterback, and the Jets don't have the team around to be able to work well with a project quarterback. The Jets need someone who's more ready or who they're willing to give more time to. And especially with all of the guys in the 2027 draft class, I think drafting Dante Moore would have been a mistake. I don't think he would, as a player, would be a bust, but the Jets would kind of make him a bust, as we've seen with basically every quarterback the Jets have drafted in the last decade. So I am actually happy that Dante Moore is not coming out, not because of him or personally anything wrong with him, but because the Jets were going to take him and the Jets weren't going to develop him, and that would have been a big issue and probably set us back half a decade. So I am happy that he's not coming out, and I do wonder how much of his decision to not come out has something to do with the fact that the Jets might have drafted him. I don't know. That's just speculation on my part. But here are like the top 10 players in the draft, and that's what is amazing about the number 2 overall pick. With Fernando Mendoza going number 1, the Jets can now evaluate any player. I think forget about the position because we're not good enough in anything except for maybe offensive tackle. They can decide whoever the best player is and draft him. And I think if you have the number 2 overall pick, no matter the position, if the best player available is Caleb Downs, who's a safety, I would draft him number 2 overall. I don't think you're going to be able to trade down anymore because there's not a top flight quarterback. But now we have the flexibility. No more excuses. Muji needs to scout all these guys and decide who is the best player. Forget about position. Forget about does he fit with the team, right? Our depth is so bad. Our team is so bad that any one of these guys could be an instant starter if the Jets want them to be. So I'm excited now about this draft. I thought we were going to draft Dante Moore and completely destroy him, and he wasn't going to be able to develop with us. He would leave us, and then he would be able to develop with a better team. But now that's not going to happen, and I think that gives the Jets a lot more flexibility. I'm going to make some actual videos about, what we should do, but this is kind of breaking news, Dante Moore. But I also do want to sit here and say, let's not draft a quarterback. Now let's not go after Ty Simpson or something, because that will be an even bigger mistake. Ty Simpson, before Dante Moore said he wasn't coming out of college, Ty Simpson, everyone, all the scouts, all the analysts were like, no, Ty Simpson, definitely do not draft him. He's not ready yet. He needs to develop, and he's not really top first round talent. It's just the only reason he'd go high is because a team really wants a quarterback. And I know Jets fans, I know our problem was quarterback, but now is not the time to solve that. There aren't the players available in the draft to solve that. Fernando Mendoza, maybe, but the timeline was just all wrong. We kept Aaron Glenn, and I made a whole another video about that, which I'm not mad that we kept Aaron Glenn. I would have been mad if we kept Aaron Glenn and then paired him with a rookie quarterback. But we didn't keep it. We kept Aaron Glenn. Dante Moore is not available. Let's not reach even farther, right? Dante Moore is not a top 2 player in the draft. He is a top 2 quarterback, and teams feel like they need to draft a quarterback if they're drafting this highly. Ty Simpson, I don't even know what he is. Like, you can make the argument Dante Moore is maybe a top 10, top 15 player in the draft. I don't think Ty Simpson's even there. He just plays quarterback. So let's not go after a quarterback now. Let's go after best player available, find a quarterback in free agency, and punt again, because the 2027 quarterback draft class is where you're going to find your franchise guy, not the 2026 quarterback draft class. I'll make some more videos about what we should do in the draft in the future, but I just wanted to get this news that Dante Moore has decided to stay at Oregon for one more year. I wish best of luck to him, and now let's hopefully Darren Muji can't use an excuse anymore. Well, I had to draft Dante Moore. He needs to do his job, scout the top prospects, and pick whoever the best player is in this draft, except for maybe offensive tackle. If the best player in the draft is the offensive tackle, maybe I could understand why we wouldn't draft him. But literally anyone else, linebacker, I know that's not the strongest position. That's not the most important position on the field. But if that's who the best player is in the draft, draft them. Safety, that typically you wouldn't see a safety get drafted super highly. But if the safety is the best player in the draft, let's get the best player in the draft, right? But maybe we could get an edge rusher. There's some wide receivers there. Even a running back number 2 overall, I think would also maybe be a stretch. So I guess no offensive tackle and no running back would be understandable. But hey, if you really think the running back is some generational talent like Saquon Barkley, maybe draft the running back if you're not going to re-sign Breece Hall. There's just a lot more we can do now with Dante Moore not coming out of college, because it felt like the Jets were like obligated to draft him. Like, we had to draft him. And I really think that would have been a mistake. So we'll see what happens with him as a player in the future. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Goodbye.